Hello, 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 hello. This is Abraham Walker. I'm here with
Theodore Walker first.
And you're here with Abraham Walker II.
Excellent. And we are going to recap our day 7 in Chicago. Chicago, the Windy City, also known as Chi-Teezy.
Chi-Teezy.
Chi-Tizzle.
The place where the winters are cold.
Yes. Winters are cold and summers are amazing. Let's start this off. Today was a pretty eventful day. Oh no, that's not what we're doing. Yes, there we go. We kind of slept in a little bit because of reasons, right? We didn't have too much on our plate today. Or I guess we had a decent amount on our plate, but
Lots of food.
Yeah.
Lots of food.
So we're leaving downtown Chicago right here, passing through to go to Lincoln. What is it? Lincoln Park? Lincoln Park. Is that the name? Is that the reason why that music group is named Lincoln Park?
Was it right here? We're going to Lincoln Park?
Yes, we're driving to Lincoln Park right here.
Did we drive to Berries and Batters?
Yes. Oh, well, yes, we drove to Berries and Batters, but it's in Lincoln Park.
Oh, it's Lincoln Park, not Lincoln Zoo.
Yes. So we're just driving through the downtown area. It was for the most part, the weather was pretty nice today. Mild temperatures, cloudy. It did rain a little bit on our day towards the end, but otherwise, it was okay. It was okay. So we're going to Lincoln Park. We're going to have breakfast/brunch here at this restaurant called Batters and Berries.
Berries and Batters. Berries and Batters. Batter and Berries.
Sure.
And when we got there was already a wait. It was like a 30 to 45 minute wait as soon as we pulled up. So instead of just wasting our time, we actually walked around the neighborhood. The neighborhood's pretty cool, Lincoln Park neighborhood.
Got the pictures.
There was a what is it? There was a almost like an adult toy store with like, I don't know if I would say anime per se. Maybe it was anime.
That's toy.
Was it anime?
No, sir.
But there were toys from different genres.
Yeah. Designer toys.
Designer toys, yes, that's what they call them.
Suppose.
But let me speed through this little video right quick. I want to show you all the lakefront area. So there's the lakefront right there on the side before we show you some video of Batters and Berries. Look how beautiful that looks. Yes, sir. There you go. Look how beautiful that coast is.
Beautiful.
And that's just the lake. The lake is beautiful. One thing we learned during our architect tour on yesterday is that the lake and the river, there was a lot of work done by the city to clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the gentleman that was doing our tour said, stated that there were only 8 species of fish that were in the river, and now it's over 70, I believe.
72 and counting.
Yes, so a lot of the pollution has been cleaned up, so that's why you have such a beautiful blue lake. And like I said, it was partly cloudy today. Let's speed up through this video here. So now we're in Lincoln Park. Right now, Lincoln Park is a beautiful little area with like little brownstones, row houses. You can walk to different shops, walk to different restaurants. I can see why it's a desirable area in Chi-Tizzle.
It's not.
You got to talk into the mic.
It's not a neighborhood.
It is a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood. I think it's about 15 minutes away from the downtown area. So you're probably looking at like a 45-minute walk if you wanted to make this walk.
Why you would?
I don't know why you would, but I mean, I guess if you wanted to get your steps in, you could. But yeah, so Lincoln Park. Like I mentioned, there's stores all around. Residential, it's a lot of mixed use properties as well. Residential mixed with commercial. You can see a lot of people walking. This is probably the most dogs we've seen since we've been here.
Definitely. I was wondering why there weren't any dogs. It's because the dogs are in the neighborhood, kind of thing.
Yeah, the dogs are in the neighborhood. They're more in the neighborhood. So,
less in the big city. That's where the people are, actually.
So yeah, so
also not a single cat.
Yeah, right there. I didn't see any stray cats. I didn't see any stray dogs at all either.
No, except for
no stray animals. I didn't even see any stray kids either. I saw a stray kid the other day.
Really?
Yeah, just one stray kid. But I think he found his parents.
Remember that one kid who was on that little scooter?
You got what's up?
Remember that one kid who was on the scooter? I think he was a stray kid. Or was he trying as a stray kid?
On a scooter?
You know that motorized scooter that sounded like a whole motorcycle that kid was riding? We took.
Oh yes. That's when we first got up here. I don't think so. I think he was just chilling, enjoying his day. Okay, so this is our drive to Lincoln Park, and then we have. Let's show you. Okay, I want to show you this adult play toy store. Adult, what is it called? High end or luxury toys? Something like that. Adult toy store doesn't have a good name.
Yeah, when you said adult toy store, I was like, that sounds familiar.
Yes, that sounds
very sus.
Yeah. Now, to be honest.
Bunny looks
All right, so here is the toy store. Again, it was a pretty cool looking toy store. I never knew that people are out here spending over $10 on toys. Toys that, I mean.
Yeah, the dumpster fire collection, which we'll get to, you'll see in the video later. The dumpster fire collection, some of them, I think the most expensive one was like $400, something crazy like that. Not something crazy, but like something like that.
Right. So you have all these little smaller toys here, and then there was also.
You're about to get the big one.
Oh, who is that? That's Theodore.
Who's that crazy child? Who's a crazy little baka?
Let's see. Abraham showing us in Power Rangers, and then here we go. So these toys right here actually cost
these ones
$895. They're pretty cool. Giant bears with designs on them.
That bear or that type of bear statue, that it's a designer thing. You can find it on StockX. It's like a Supreme type thing.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that type of bear.
Yeah. When I saw them, I knew I was like, "That's $100. That's over $400 guaranteed."
They had some nice little artwork on the back.
One thing too, artwork was really, really good.
That was pretty cool. I like that one. Kind of looks like the multiverse. Here's the dumpster stuff.
Dumpster fire stuff.
What are you doing?
I like the dumpster fire collection. It looks really
Can you go back a little bit?
cute.
A little bit more. Wait, no, can you go back more? It's a painting.
Wait, did I miss it?
Yes.
It's that portrait of that face right there.
This right here, this face.
So if you that widescreen on it.
Wait, why do I have the widescreen? So can you see it?
No, it's for you to see.
Look how detailed that face is.
Oh, I see the face.
It's like a style like Nick Cannon, the YouTuber we watch, does, where what's it called? You make the face super detailed. That's weird. Also, look at that. That's I think Ugly Sonic.
No, that's not.
That
That's not it. No,
I don't think it's Ugly Sonic. Maybe a
Sonic variant.
It's just a blue animal.
Yeah, it may just be a Sonic variant, like you said.
Yeah, Sonic variant.
Excellent. So this little toy store is right down the street from Batters and Berries.
Dumpster fire collection is really cool. Like some of the stuff is really
those
cool.
are interesting pieces as well. I didn't know that this was a thing until today. Did you know this was a thing?
I kind of had an idea that there might be some kind of designer.
Wait, did you know about the dumpster?
Oh, no, sir.
Okay, that's what I asked you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about just the fact there might be designer toys.
No.
I've seen a couple of them on stock, actually.
So yeah,
I didn't know that they had whole stores like this dedicated to them.
Yeah.
Also, when I first walked in, I was like, this place has to have no one coming in here. But people were coming in there the entire place.
Look at that. That's a pretty Toki Doki. Yep. So then after this, we went to Batters and Berries.
There's like an anime.
So we're kind of walking into Batters and Berries right now. They called us. The cool thing about Batters and Berries, all you do is you put your name on the list, and then they'll take your phone number. Or I think it's all electronic. You sign in, and then they'll text you when your table is ready. So you can go walk around, enjoy yourself, have a little conversation. There is no outdoor seating or waiting area, so you're just waiting on the sidewalk, and you're going to see several people waiting as we walk into Batters and Berries.
Batters and Berries, this place was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. Also, one of the good things about it's not like good food that you have to wait a really long time to get. Like, it's annoying to have to wait for. Like, the one downside to the how fast it goes. This place, it's super quick.
Yep.
Like, it comes out like 10, 15 minutes after you order.
It does.
And because there's so much stuff in the place that you don't really realize that it's been a long time. Or just 10, 15 minutes. You could just look around and talk and all that and make conversation.
This place was jammed packed. It was packed. I can't believe it was today's a Monday too. It's not like a Sunday or a weekend. It was packed. There was, like I said, there was a 30 to 45 minute wait, and when we were leaving, there was still a 30 to 45 minute wait. There's about 40 plus seats in this little establishment here, so they could pack a lot of people in here, and every table, as you could see, was packed. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this menu is, in my opinion, pretty pricey, because the French toast that you get, you're only getting for $14. You're getting 2 slices of bread, ladies and gentlemen. 2 slices of bread. That's it. $7. Well, I mean, I don't think that comparing it to what you can purchase raw goods for is a good look, but it's $7, and it's $7, and also let's look at this menu one more time, and the sides. So this is no sides, so you just get 2 pieces of bread flavored, but 2 pieces of bread flavored, no sides. The sides are for 2 eggs, you're paying $5, and then for sliced ham or bacon, you're paying $5 or $5.50 or something like that. So it was a bit pricey.
But although the ham isn't like sliced ham, like grocery store ham, it's carved ham. Like a ham hock that they slice.
Yes.
So that's really nice.
Wait, it's not a ham hock. It's like one of those like one of those spiral hams almost.
That's what I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like what mom would make.
Yes. Yeah, so it's like really one of those holiday hams.
It's really tasty.
So this is the plate. This is the plate for $14. Don't get me wrong. It was delicious.
It was immaculate. It was 10 out of 10.
It was a 10 out of 10. It was the first 10 out of 10 experience I've had in a 7 days in Chicago, eating at a few places.
It was a breakfast place, and all the other breakfast places have not been good. Also, just the food in general recently have been like sixes recently.
Yeah, I would say 6s. So, we've been getting a lot of 6s or 5s.
So maybe if we had been getting a bunch of 8s, then this would maybe be a 9.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'd say if you're coming here, best thing on the menu is easily caramel French toast.
The caramel French toast, I would agree.
You see that white with caramel chocolate French toast?
That's that butter. That's that caramel butter.
That maple butter. I would not.
Maple butter.
I would not use it. I just put syrup, a little bit extra normal syrup, and some what's called and then order bacon, and you tear the bacon into like a small bite-sized piece.
Uh-huh.
On your French toast bite.
Yeah. Talk to me.
Very good.
See, I thought the caramel butter or whatever the maple butter was delicious. Also,
it made it too sweet in my opinion, because I added a lot of I accidentally added a bunch of syrup to one of my what's it called?
To one of your French toast, yes. Mm-hmm.
So then it was super syrupy with the butter.
I can see that.
Although I do want to point this out, if you do go to Batters and Berries, is before you use the syrup, taste 1/4 of the Whopper with no syrup. Specifically, if you're getting the caramel one, because it comes with caramel sauce already on.
Yes, it does come with caramel sauce.
Plus
Yes.
the maple butter. I thought it was already sweet enough. Now with the syrup, I feel like that was a little too sweet for me.
Did you try it?
I used no syrup at all. I didn't.
You
use
no syrup.
None of it.
So you can't say that you
I
were
didn't
saying.
use it because I knew it would be too sweet. That's all. I'm just saying that before you try it with syrup, I feel like the syrup would dilute the flavor. Even though it is 100% maple syrup, I feel like it would dilute the flavor. You should at least try it with just the caramel sauce, because caramel sauce is really, really good.
The caramel sauce was really good, and the Mrs. and Abraham II got what is called the flight, which is Abraham II got the normal flight, and then the Mrs. got the super flight. So one of them came with 4 halves of bread, and then the other came with 5 halves. The flights are the French toast where you get one of the menu items. Let me show you what the menu is again. Let's get up here. Yeah, right there. So you see how there we go. Perfect, Abraham. Great job. So yeah, so you get the blueberry, strawberry, lemon, and caramel French toast in the flight, which is what Abraham II was eating. And then the super flight is where once a week, I think every week, they change or they create a new French toast special flavor. And this week was some type of watermelon
honeydew margarita.
Yeah, something like that, what Abraham said. And it was something else.
Really good.
I thought it was really good. Thought it was really good. There was something else. Let me show you all from this event, or not this event, this shop.
Did you put syrup on your caramel waffle?
I did. I put syrup on mine. I don't think it made it too sweet, but I didn't put that much syrup. I just put like a little light layer on it.
That's all.
I don't see it. Let's see.
That's all it needed to make it just that extra bit.
Yeah. I think that you still may ask for syrup, but just have it on the side so you don't have to worry about whether or not you need it or not. Now I will say the food came out super quick. I didn't expect it to come out this quick, especially since you're essentially eating multiple types of French toast. So each table has at least 4 to 5 French toast flavors, and it came out quick. The food was delicious. The ham I thought was good.
The ham was really good. I was surprised by how good the ham was, and also I want to say how strange it was that they got us so quick, because everyone's food got I remember my dad counting. It was 48 seats, and everyone's food got out quick.
So yeah,
so it's kind of great. I assume the kitchen must be huge.
I think so. That's probably the case. So that's everybody's food. Let's see if we can get it right here. There we go. So the Mrs. Abraham doesn't have his food yet.
Oh yeah.
I think they're about to bring it. Did I get that on the video? I didn't get that on the video.
No.
So yeah. So. Okay, so that was it. So then the next stop after Batters and Berries. Oh, also the bill for this place was ridiculous.
$28. I think it was $128.
Yeah, it was with taxes and with the tip. It wasn't an extra $20.
Oh
no, it was 120 with tip. That was with the tip, so it was like 100 altogether, and then 20% tip. So this place, For breakfast, $25 a head. Well, I guess if you include the tip, what is that? 25. So it's like $30 a head. I can't say that's expensive, just because I think that's what you pay at a nice breakfast spot. And this is a nice breakfast spot. So they've done the work to put themselves on the map to where we found them on YouTube. Doing some YouTube searches for spots. I think the missus found this place. So I'm not upset with the price, at $120, but it's breakfast at the end of the day. And also there's only 2 slices of bread, scrambled eggs, and a piece of meat. I was still pleased with it. I still give it a 10 out of 10. So I think that you should at least go for the experience. But just know that it's not going to be a filling. Well, I can't say that. I was full.
It was full, yeah.
Yeah, I was full.
2 pieces of carved ham, 2 eggs, 4 slices, 4 halves of French toast. I bet that's good. Yeah. There's not even. I don't really have a complaint for it. The only thing that was weird was the front door. Maybe, hopefully, it's. Could you? The front door is the window in the middle is like plastic, and it's like someone threw a brick through it. It's ripped up. I don't know if that caught it on camera, but it looks ugly. When I first saw the building, that first impression actually had me thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be garbage." Look at how
maybe that's what they want you to think, right?
So then you think it's better. I mean, yeah. Look at the door.
Yeah, the door does have a hole in it. Yes, there is a hole right there in that door. Like somebody punched through. Maybe somebody was punching through because they knew how good it was going to be.
Maybe that's what. Maybe if you ask the waiters, that's their response. It was so good, someone punched a hole through it.
That makes sense. Okay, so the next stop on our list today was the Lincoln Park Zoo. It's the free zoo. So we wanted to go to the free zoo first because there's 2 zoos in the Chicago area, and we wanted to give the free zoo a shot first to see if the kids, they still want to do zoo type stuff. And we learned that the kids are not that interested in the zoos anymore. So our boys are 11 and 13 right now. They both turn their respective next ages in a couple days, respectively. So the zoo wasn't really, it's not hitting on what the zoo used to hit on when they were young, when they were kids. So this is just like the aquarium. We went to the aquarium, and the aquarium was a bust, in my opinion, because I think the kids are just past the age where the aquarium.
When animals are interesting.
Yes. If they were like eating other animals or something like that, then
it makes it like more age appropriate for an older.
I don't know if that's age appropriate.
Yeah, but definitely not age appropriate. It's more age appropriate than just seeing things walk around.
No, it's not.
It'd be so much more.
It's a thing eating another thing raw. Like you see the blood flowing out. That's for adults. But I do want to say with the zoo I think it's worse for older kids, not because animals aren't interesting, because I was still invested. I was like, whoa, that's an animal. I would never see that animal. That animal's from Asia. I'm not going to Asia anytime soon. Wow, I can see that wild animal. But it's the fact that you can see it online. One Google search of polar bear, I'll see 8. Google will be like, well, 84 bazillion results in 1 second. I'm like, oh, cool. Now I have 80,000 polar bear pictures to look at forever. All the videos and stuff. So that kind of stuff has made it so it's a little bit harder to appreciate the fact there's a wild animal in front of you when you could just have a wild animal. You just look at a video of a wild animal on your phone.
Makes sense.
Although, in my opinion, I really like going to zoo, like touching the glass or the fence, or not really the fence, just the glass. I'd be like, if the fence wasn't there, I could touch this thing. This polar bear is 2 inches from my reach. I could touch that polar bear.
But if you touch me, you could be a meter away from.
No, not the polar bear.
Yeah. So what's it called? What is my favorite thing there? The polar bear. It's in like a glass kind of cage, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the polar bears was in the water, and I guess there's kind of like a diving board kind of thing made out of rocks. And one of the polar bears jumped in on top of the other polar bear, and they both like went pretty deep in the rocks of how deep.
Oh yeah, one of the rock curves. This is the same polar bear.
I don't know if I have video of it. I believe I do.
I'm pretty positive. Why do you keep on?
Okay, so yeah, so we do have some video of the polar bears playing around. Okay. No, I do have some video. I just don't. Let's see.
We're experiencing some.
There we go. So yeah, so this is the fellas. Just give him the mic.
Yes, sir.
Son.
Yes, sir. I just haven't talked about it.
Do you have anything to talk about?
Yes, sir.
So you haven't.
Once you show the video thing, I can talk about it.
Okay, son. But the video wasn't up. All right. So this is the polar bear enclosure that Theodore was referencing.
The polar bears. Oh, wait, can they see it?
Can they see what you're seeing?
Is it about to jump?
Yes, that's right now.
Yeah, I think so. Look at this majestic beast.
Here we see a polar bear in the wild, not in the wild actually. Look.
Look how deep it goes. You can see it right next to each other.
I think it's really
Awesome.
funny because if you saw a little bit more of what happened before, it was like they were playing around, like they were like brothers or friends. Because the one polar bear was dry the entire time, and the other one was swimming around, having fun, like, oh, come on, jump in the pool. You can see their interaction. It was pretty funny. So it was pretty nice to see. But then the polar bear who was in the water immediately got out. But the really interesting thing about the polar bears is the one that was in the water would go over to the left of the glass. And you know how swimmers will do that little flip kickoff thing?
Right.
When they go back and forth, the polar bear was doing that. And I thought that was the strangest thing. I was like, did someone show a video of Michael Phelps to this polar bear? Or is that just how polar bears swim? They just flip off. And that's how we learned it.
How big it looks. That's some great video about that.
Mm-hmm. Pop with the video.
Also,
Look how big those animals are. Also, another good thing about the zoo is you realize how big animals are compared to humans. You're like, that thing
Look at that
is
feet.
9 times bigger than me. Because you never really fathom on a YouTube video how big a polar bear really is. And then when you can almost touch it, you're like, oh my god, it's so big. So
Yep. We have the little spin. Okay, so no, is that what we?
that's the right when we left from there. Starbucks. The lighthouse.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. So now we're in the Old Town section of Chicago. Again, this is about 12 minutes away from the downtown area where we have our hotel room. We're going to the Spice House. The Spice House was on AW2's list of attractions to go see while we're in Chicago.
It was pretty cool.
We're snapping a little photo right here. Photo op.
If you've never been to a spice shop, it's a pretty cool place to go. It's not that you don't need to buy anything, but it's a pretty cool place to go and see all the different spices. They have spices from all around the world. And I've never been to any place, anything like this. And basically what my mom told me, the prices are just what you would pay in like a Whole Foods for like some good spices. We saw this pretty cool racing car.
Right there.
Yeah, that's why I pointed out to that. And then on the side, you can't really see it, but there was a racing sticker, like it said some kind of company for racing. So it's pretty cool.
So now we're about to go walk through the Spice House right quick. We actually picked up a couple spices.
Okay,
You have your fingers in it.
I'll show you guys what we got here. A little gift haul. We got bere, some an Ethiopian blend of spices for this chicken recipe my mom wanted to make. You can get them in either these bags or these glass bottles. My mom decided not to get the glass bottles because it might break on the plane right there, and we don't want all our clothes smelling like berry or all the other stuff we got. And then we also got this. It's not focusing. We also got this other spice. Did I move my head up?
Is that working?
Not
Okay.
working. Darn. The packaging's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now we have this. Can't see it at all. but it's the Central Street spice blend, and it's essentially if you ever had Lori's or Tony Chachere's, it's like that. This one has no salt in it, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna be using that a little bit. And then what I got, because I like to bake, I got Saigon cinnamon. This is pretty good. I'm gonna be using this for cinnamon rolls and stuff. Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Just cinnamon.
So we paid $24 for 3 of those packets. I feel like it was a good little spot to hit up, and as you can see, it's a gorgeous space.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful, and it smells amazing. Oh my gosh, it smells. I knew. I could smell it off the book.
Yep.
And it did smell. It smelled like meatball. It smelled like my dad's meatball recipe, which is a little weird. I guess it's just the most overpowering smells coming together. Like if you mix Coke, Sprite, Fanta, and like Canada Dry, you'll probably taste the Fanta the most because it's overpowering. Same thing with spices, but it smells amazing.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you walk in, you can smell all the spices.
You just get a waft of spice. Not spicy, but spices. Also to the right. Oh, is that where the video ends?
That's where it is.
Oh, you see that red and white? Oh no, I can't really point it out. Morimoto, this famous Japanese chef, he has his own little spice blend thing with them. So that was pretty cool. They have a ramen spice blend. I asked Mom if I could get that, but she said no because we already had enough. Which makes sense. We barely had any space in the suitcase, anyways. I got what I wanted: the cinnamon. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place to look around, see some new spices I've never heard of. You can't see it because it wouldn't focus, but the very is part of a blend of spices from around the world. So there's this whole wall that's just a whole bunch of spices you've probably never seen before. So it's really cool. Let's go.
Hold on, I'll get you all a little bit longer video walking through the Spice House.
Although I do want to say is when I first picked
Okay,
Spice
so
House,
we are
I thought it was a farmer's
in
market, and then I found that it wasn't a farmer's market. So then I was really disappointed because I was like, this is gonna be boring. This is gonna be a place of spices, and it is quote unquote just a place of spices. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see all the spices.
It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous.
It is beautiful
building.
Inside.
I love the kind of no frills look to it. It's kind of a minimalist style to it. Oh look, they have one of those giant fans.
Mm-hmm. Those giant fans are in style.
Well, I think they do move some air around.
It's 78 degrees pretty hot.
It's a pretty cool place.
That they kept it so warm inside there. It felt warm.
Well, I mean, it's not that. The front door was open. This is what anyone doesn't know. For the reason why restaurants will have 2 doors is to keep the air temperature control. Because if you open one door, all the air flows in or out. But if you have 2 doors, it can't happen. But this place, not only did it have 1 door, it had both doors open. I mean, not both doors, the single door open. So it was essentially the same heat in there. But see that cool medieval style pepper grinder? Look at that. That was so cool. Never see those at home. Never find one of those overnight. I was kidding, by the way. You probably could. Yeah, I think that's all of my house. Theater, do you have anything you want to say about the Spice House?
What did I get?
You got the Central Street.
Yeah. If you go to Central Street, if you get the Central Street, it's like a brown, I don't know how to describe it color, but it's like a brownish kind of color. That just means it just needs to be shaken up a little bit to get the red color again.
Oh. So Theodore was going over to Central Street packet and he brought one to me and he brought this one. He brought this red looking one and then there was one that was, I'm not even kidding, a light green, like a lime green, the entire thing. And it was the same packet. I read it, same ingredients, read it, same stuff, and I was confused on what was happening. So he's referring to the fact that some of the spices will be different colors from their counterparts. All that means is you just have to shake it up. It's still the same spice if you read the label. He said it was like a pale kind of color. So yeah, just if you're going there, same spice, just you need to shake it up a little bit.
The Spice House has been around, as you can see from the sign there, since 1957. They actually had a fire in 2019, and that's when this redesign that we're looking at occurred after the fire. Also, there used to be, they used to actually mix spices in-house, but since the coronavirus, they have changed the way they do business a little bit. So now it's all of these spices are already pre-packaged. So you don't really get to have that interaction with the spices like you would have. You don't get to put together your own special blend like you would have been able to do in the past. So another casualty due to the coronavirus. Now this business is probably making more money now since they have everything kind of pre-packaged. They can probably ship better, service more people, but you don't get that same feeling or the same experience where you have almost like a bartender of spices walking you through the process. In addition to that, this is almost like when you go to Morton Steakhouse now, and Morton Steakhouse no longer does the meat presentation or the steak presentation. So they essentially just take your order and drop your steaks. It's not the same. It's not the same feeling anymore, right? Like you don't get that level of service, that presentation. It's sorely missed. And Spice House is, I would say, following that same model, but they have to do what they can to adapt and survive for another 50, 60, they've been around for a while, so they want to be around for a little bit longer. So I understand it. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, germs and germettes, I think that's no. There was nothing to show but
we went to. Can I skim over this for like a minute?
Yes, you can go. Yes, go ahead.
We had burritos.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
They had what's it called? My dad. Oh yeah. They have 2 shrimp. Wait, Dad and I had a shrimp burrito, all with. I think we both had Mexican rice, beans. I had tomatoes. We both had lettuce. We both had cheese. And that's it. Abraham had everything except for 3 things. And then my mom had just a normal kind of burrito that has cilantro, salsa, beans, and some rice.
Yeah.
So great. It was pretty good. Then we went to Baskin Robbins, had some ice cream.
Right.
We also can I talk about the
yes. Go ahead. Talk about whatever else you want to talk about.
We went to the pool for a little bit, but not for an hour and 15 minutes, and we swam in the pool. We dried ourselves off with the towel. Right now,
they can't see.
I know you can't see.
Excellent. One thing we've noticed is that we've been exploring the city, going to different restaurants, and a lot of the food, in my opinion, just hasn't been up to par. So probably for the rest of the trip, until we find a restaurant that really sticks out to us, we'll probably just be going to Shake Shack and this burrito spot we just found down the street from our house. Because it really doesn't make sense to spend money on calories if the experience isn't going to match the investment. So, yeah.
The burrito place, by the way, was called Burrito Beach. I would assume they have multiple locations.
We'll just go to the burrito place over. Give me the mic.
I'm sorry, I thought you were asking.
Will we just keep on going to the burrito place?
I don't know if we'll keep going to the burrito place.
Reasonably priced, I think.
I just think that it doesn't make sense to spend money for no reason when we're just really consuming calories. We just need some calories for to make it through our day. And a lot of the food, we went to Devil Dog yesterday. Devil Dog was, meh. We went to Grand Lux Cafe. That was meh. We went to Paisans. That was meh. We just had a lot of meh experiences.
The breakfast place maybe better than some of the.
Yeah, the breakfast place was pretty good, but then $120 for some breakfast. Also, it's a 30 to 45 minute wait. Also, it's not near any of the attractions, so we'd have to Uber to the breakfast spot, wait for our food, Uber back,
or Uber to another place, and then Uber back to the hotel, or Uber to another place if you're going to 4 places. Because if it's like your first couple days in Chicago, you're probably going to a bunch of places. And I feel like we've done so much in Chicago already.
We have,
and it's only day 8 tomorrow.
Tomorrow's day 8. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so I don't even know what's left to do.
We still have a lot. We have a lot. We have a lot to do. Yeah. So on day 8, we have Skydeck Chicago at the Willis Tower in the morning, and then our afternoon activity is going to be Millennium Park, and then our evening activity is going to be going to the Cubs versus Orioles game.
I guess so. After day 10, every day is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be a little lighter than our original ones, but then day 13 is jam-packed with stuff. Well, not jam-packed, but it's just a few things. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, germs and germettes, bugs and rodents,
germs and
mice
chemicals,
and rats, grasshoppers and butterflies,
dogs and hyenas.
I think that we've come to an end of today's show. Fellas, do you all enjoy doing these little recap videos?
Yes.
I would say it's great to have recap videos. If you're doing a long vacation or just any kind of vacation in general. If it's, I feel like it would be better, like not like a road trip like to Maryland, a day and back. I don't know if that would be good, but like this, if you're having a long vacation, if you already have the stuff, it's a great thing to do. It's a way to recap the day to help you not forget the stuff. Because the thing with having these long trips is that not eventually, or sometimes during the trip, you'll but sometimes you will forget a thing that happened. Like I am trying to figure out, but also it's for the future. If you survive to be like 40 or 50, something like that, you can look back and see the recording of your recap of their vacation. See whether you were like when you were young. And that's what's good about recording all the time. All that.
Excellent. What about you, Theodore? What do you think about these recap videos? It's almost like a reaction video to our day.
I think it'll be useful because when we're like 70 and you guys are like 90 years old, hopefully, we can go back when we're old and crusty, and we can watch these videos. Or I mean, while we have hundreds of videos for over our lifetime.
That's true.
And if we start writing, if we start writing our stuff, we'll be able to also have another document. But writing, then what if the paper gets torn?
Yes.
That's why I like. That's why typing it out on like a Google Doc or recording it. Or well, I don't think that's how Google Docs. It's not how you had Google Docs. No, I don't think you have Google Docs.
Okay. All right. Another reason why I think that these videos, these recap videos, are important is because it helps us to, or at least helps me to, remember what happened and to kind of reminisce about it before I get busy with the next day, because it's easy to just keep on going and going. I mean, we have at least 30 activities that are on our list that we're going to accomplish over this 13-day vacation. So it's going to be very easy to forget some of the attractions that happened at the beginning. But now that we have these videos, we've recapped them. Also, I've done a great job, exceptional job at capturing video while we're out and about. And now that we're actually adding those videos into these recap videos, we now have almost like a living document, a living video that kind of encapsulates or refreshes our memories about what exactly happened that day. So I think that outside of all the raw videos that I've captured, I think that these live stream videos are going to be quite valuable to us in the future. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy these videos, click on, I'm just playing. You don't have to like or comment or do anything. These videos are really for our family purposes. We actually shoot these and put them on in my friend account in a photo album that's only for my friends, Facebook friends. And then if I have an untimely demise, or as the boys get older, they could just go back into that photo album and reminisce about the time we had in Chicago.
Yeah. Can you start streaming this starting tomorrow? Can you start streaming this on YouTube as well?
It is on YouTube, but I'm also going to unlist that video.
What does that mean?
I'm going to make it private so nobody can see it.
Anybody see it?
Excellent question. So the reason I'm putting it on YouTube is so that I can have 2 copies of it. So I have 1 copy on Facebook, 1 copy on YouTube.
And then can you list it once we're out of Chicago?
I could, but there's no need to because these videos are not for everybody. Do you think that we should have these videos for everybody?
Listen, well, why not? What if someone's like missing like don't have a dad? Like there's this TikTok channel, this guy who almost role plays as a dad, and he pretends to be someone's father. Like if you have an absent father, your father's dead. He like lessons about being what it means to be a dad and all that. Not what it means to be a dad, but like what it means to have a dad. And he teaches you stuff and all that. So I mean, like this, like if someone could just watch this if they wanted, if they were interested in this kind of stuff. Recap of what we did in Chicago.
Okay, sure. I mean, we could talk. We could think about it. We could think.
I don't really see any downsides.
I do really like YouTube live streams. YouTube live streams. I like when that number goes up. I don't really care about the comments, but I do like when there's a like.
Number goes up.
Yeah, when that I number goes up, like if it went to 80, because what's going to probably happen on YouTube, because of how many subscribers your channel gets, and if you made it a premiere. Are these videos premieres on Facebook?
No, we just go live, son.
We don't do it at a time. We just do it whenever the stuff is
Okay, I think that's enough. Thank you all once again, and we will see you on the next video.
46 minutes.
Peace.